Hello guys, KaizokuLars here and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about the recent patch and the overall changes about Lars. The reason why I couldn't upload this video yesterday was I just recently came back from Russia. For those who don't know, I was in Russia and participated at the BRICS tournament. I represented my home country, Turkey. Some people were confused as well because I live in Germany. They were like, wait, are you not from Germany? Why are you participating for Turkey? Well, my roots are Turkish. I have a Turkish citizenship. And whenever I can and I have the chance to represent my home country, I will do it. Like, I'm proud of my country and I'm proud to be Turkish, of course, so I will try my best to represent them. However, when I travel for Tekken World Tour tournaments or like Esports World Cup tournaments, qualifiers, and if I qualify for that and if I play at the Esports World Cup tournament, I will always have the German flag because I grew up in Germany, I've been born in Germany, I learned Tekken in Germany, and I am I am a part of Tekken Germany. So the German flag will always be right next to my name unless there is a invitational tournament for specific countries, and if I have the chance to represent my home country at those tournaments, I will have the Turkish flag for that. For example, the BRICS tournament. I came in second at that tournament, and if you are interested by like watching the matches, if you want to check out the matches, I will on Friday, I believe, stream and watch my matches I played, the matches that were streamed. Yeah, I will watch them on stream and I will also upload them here on YouTube. I wanna like talk with you guys if you are in the stream. I wanna talk about like how it was. You can always ask me questions and stuff. I wanna tell you what went through my mind playing those matches. There were a lot of countries there. There were like 22 countries and each of them had 2 players. And yeah, the whole experience was amazing. But let's get into the video. Let's talk about the nerfs. Unfortunately, yes, let's talk about the nerfs. We have big nerfs incoming. I will go through all the changes and then I will give you my opinion on that. So the first change is the downward one, which used to be -1, is actually, let me do it like this. The downward one, which used to be -1, is -3 now. It is -3. The second change is the downward 113 is -12. As you can see, no pushback as well on the third hit, so it's easy to punish. And the second one is not tracking anymore. They reduced the tracking on the second one. I haven't tried this because as I said, I recently came back. I haven't had the chance to play the game. Let me try it like this. Yeah, and then go for one. Yeah, the second one used to track when you were sidewalking. So as you can see, no more tracking. And yeah, the third change, this one. The wall running 1 on block is now, it used to be +7, but this move now is +4. So what that means also is you can sidestep. I don't know what this move. Yeah, you can probably not sidestep this move. But what you can do is you can always there it is. Oops. So what you can do, you can always rage out. This one you couldn't rage out before, and even if you, what am I doing? So even if you do the fast follow-up, no. Even if you do the fast follow-up, this one here, the silent entry one, you will still be able to rage out there because you're only +4, you don't have the frames. In order to beat the rage out here in that situation is you have to be +5. or silent entry 1 needs to be 1 frame faster, but that's not the case. But you know, when you do this on block and then silent entry 1 like this, then it cannot get rage outed because you're +5 and not +4. So you can also power crush the options now, all the mid options after wall running 1. So that's a nerf. Back 1 on counter hit. Player counter. There it is. Back 1 on counter hit. As you can see, it has no more follow-up that is guaranteed. FF2 in that situation used to be guaranteed, and now you don't get anything guaranteed anymore. But yeah, I will go through the changes again, or give you guys my opinion on that very soon. Just so you know, this has no follow-up anymore. It is still a wall splat though on counter hit. Yeah. So that's about it. And the other changes were like bug fixes, mostly when you were doing this, for example, sometimes you went under the opponents, stuff like that got fixed. As I said, I just came home, so I haven't played any games. This is actually the first time I'm testing it myself. So I have to play and see how well the bugs got fixed, because it was quite annoying when you did like stand stuff. I don't know, for example, you were doing a heat dash, and then that's not the right combo, but if you know, do a heat dash and then down forward 1-1 into dynamic entry, you were sometimes like slipping under your opponent and dropping the combo. But it seems like they fixed that. Plus the heat smash, the second hit, is not tracking anymore. They said they fixed it with all the characters, or almost all characters. I've seen some characters still have tracking though. Like I've seen, was it Law? I've seen Clive as well. Nee posted it on Twitter that Clive's heat smash, the second hit, is still tracking. That's like, I don't understand that, because I think everyone should get the treatment, but most of the characters got the treatment of the, you know, tracking heat smash. I've seen clips where, for example, Steve's heat smash used to be homing, right? You can fully sidewalk that. Steve used to do his new heat move in heat, back 1+2 string, into heat smash, for example. You couldn't do anything, but now you can sidewalk that to the left. So that's nice. Let's talk about the nerfs though, or like my opinion on the nerfs, how I feel about it, what I think. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Lars was very, 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 very strong. Like this is not something we need to discuss or argue about. He was extremely strong before, and nerfs were needed. But, and here comes the but. Here comes the but, nice, right? Every character needs nerfs. It's not just Lars. Every character needs nerfs, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed of this patch. Like, I'm totally fine and totally cool with it that they nerfed Lars, especially the nerfs we have with -3 down forward 1. It hurts a lot, obviously, as a player, as a tournament player, but the move was strong. Like a 13 frame, sometimes high crushing down forward 1 that is -1, while having a 10 frame G-clef, -12 on block, counter hit conformable G-clef is that was very, very strong. And the down forward 1 with the extensions and the single down forward 1 being -1, that was extremely strong. So it's totally fine that they made it -3, but yeah, what about the other characters? Like, they should have nerfed. Like, I get it, it takes time, and I knew it. Like, I knew that it would take time to nerf all the characters and stuff, or make this game great again. But one character per patch, like fixing one character per patch, I don't think that's the way. Like, they should at least do like nerf like 10 characters, because they need to nerf the whole roster. They need to nerf all the characters, and if you want to make this a great game again, one character per patch, like nerfing one character per patch, is not gonna help. Like, then we need like 36 more patches. That's like way too like. Should we wait 4 years, 3 years, 4 years to make this game great again? No, we want. Like, I believe it will take a year at least, maybe 2. But still, they should maybe if 10 is too much, nerf 5 characters, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. The down for 3-3, the second one was tracking, second hit of that. I think that was dumb, so I'm totally fine by nerfing that. And the last one being -12, I don't know if that was needed, because that is already -12. They could have made the, I don't know, the last one maybe -10. That would have been fine. -12, I don't know about that. You have this for ball spread, which is already -12. And this one, I think overall it's still nice. Like, as a player who likes to play more fundamentally, I think it's still nice, because now you gotta be more careful about some stuff. Like, you cannot just do this, throw out this at the wall like you want, because people are gonna just block and punish you for it. But now you can play more with mental frames. I can do down forward 1-1 on block. It's -6. I'll show you here. On block it's -6, so you can play with that. With those mental frames, you can even delay the last hit, as you can see. If they think you are playing with mental frames. If not, if they're waiting for the second one, you can just, you know, pressure, just do the first 2 and pressure. So I think those changes, like the changes we have, for a player like me, they're fine, they're decent. Like, I don't wanna lie, they still will hurt me, because a -1 down for 1 was extremely strong, and I was loving it. But it's not like I'm like, oh no, it's over, I can never play Lars again. Because that's how some Lars players feel. They feel like it's over and their life is over. They will never ever be able to play Lars again. And you know, that's if you get used to like broken stuff, that's the problem. You should always try to understand the game and learn the fundamentals of the game. Even with those nerfs, Lars is still extremely strong. Like, bro, look at this. A 15 frame mid save, counter it, knockdown, counter it, wall splat. As I said, homing mid is still extremely strong. That's really strong to have. That's one of the strongest homing moves you can have. You know, 15 frame mid save, counter hit, wall splat. The follow-up was way too much, and what I did with the follow-up was I was doing stand stuff and this and that, but now I will play more, you know, solid, more fundamentally. I can go in like this and poke again, pressure with this. You can still, if you want to use stand stuff, you can do this one if they lay on the ground, dynamic entry 2. If they press a button, they get counter launched. If they lay on the ground, it's a guaranteed knockdown into Oki. If they get up, you can pressure with dynamic entry 3. Like, you can still pressure with stances, but you can also play tie with pokes and then just continue pressuring with the pokes. So yeah, I think this is also not a crazy nerf to me, for me specifically. It's I can even call this a buff. Same with the wall running 1. Why do I say the wall running 1? Well, since it was +7, in certain situations, I was like, yo, this is +7, they cannot rage hard, power crush or whatever, do anything against this one, for example, sign an entry 2+1. Let me just throw this out, right? There's nothing they could do. But now, they can rage out me. And because I was thinking about, they can't do anything anyways, I was throwing this out. Against top players, they would duck and launch me, and I was giving like unnecessary rounds away instead of just being like more safe and, you know, playing more neutral. So it's not just, you know, you can have like broken stuff, but it's also a thing that being able to control those broken stuff and not just give away rounds. And this is something that used to happen to me quite a lot. And now I won't do this. I won't just in certain situations run up and do this, because I know that if they have rage, for example, or even if they don't have rage, they can still power crush this option, which they couldn't do before. And if they have rage, I can cancel, you know, which is +2. And obviously it's like we kind of reset the neutral because of the pushback, but I can bait the rage outs. Like if your opponent is rage outing because you're doing this, you can just do wall running 1 into nothing. You know, that's something I like about the patch or the changes. You can play more neutral now. You don't have to do all the stance bullshit. You can still use the stances, and you have to, but you can still like bait the rage out, bait the power crush. Let's say you're playing against, I don't know, Azucena. Azucena has a high power crush, and you're doing this. Your opponent couldn't do power crush before, and now, for example, Azucena can do power crush. She can power crush this option or this option. So if you think a power crush could come, you can just cancel and duck, for example, and then duck the power crush, bait the power crush. You know, play more fundamentally. That's what I like. That's what I love. And yeah, therefore I'm not too mad, or you know, I'm not like, oh shit, they nerfed my character, I'm dead. I don't feel that type of way. I feel like, for me personally, those changes, this is more like a buff to me, because I will play more fundamentals, and that's where I'm strong at. So yeah, the only thing, as I said, the main reason why I don't like this patch too much is because every other character, or like, bro, we have Asuka still being the same, we have Alyssa still being the same, like zero changes. Brian, Steve, June, King, Law, like I can continue. I can count at least 20 characters that shouldn't be the way that how they are, and they're still the exact same. Besides the heat smash is not tracking anymore, the second hit of the heat smash is not tracking anymore. Wow, and they still have their broken stuff. So this is something I really hope we get in the next patch, which is gonna be in July. But I have to deal with this now. For mix-up, I will hopefully be going to the mix-up tournament, which is a esports World Cup qualifier. 4 people qualify for esports World Cup there. I will try my best. I feel confident, especially after the recent tournament at the BRICS tournament, which I came second. That was a huge confidence boost. Obviously, I feel like I'm playing the tournaments better. Like, from each tournament I play better and better. I feel more confident. I used to play scary, you know, like, or not scary. I used to be scared at tournaments to like take risks and stuff. But now I'm believing more and more in my reads. I'm doing this stuff. I'm playing more confident with the movement and everything. And yeah, I feel like I can qualify for esports World Cup. It's just that this game is still a 50-50 game, so we'll see what happens. Anything can happen, but I'll try my best. And yeah, this is it. This is all about, like, these are all the changes for Lars. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I know most of the Lars players will be mad, and most of the non-Lars players will be happy about those changes. As I said, I have no problem with the nerfs. I think the character is still great. The character is definitely still great. He is not a bad character. He's still a great character, but we need to nerf the other characters, or we need to make that happen. The other characters needs to get nerfed very, very soon. If they are not getting nerfed, I don't know, man. Something is gonna happen. Something needs to happen. It needs to happen. Next patch, it needs to happen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Friday, I believe, on my stream. If you're if you're watching my stream, I'll see you on Friday. If not, on YouTube, I'll see you on Saturday, probably, when I upload the video about the matches I'm watching on Friday. I know that was a bit complicated, but whatever. Thank you for watching, and have a good one, guys.